I already know how to talk to women, so I don't need to improve in this area. My name is Gus Olsen. I've been flirting with women in real life for 12 years, and in this video, I will talk about one of the single biggest ego drawbacks that men have that is inhibiting them from achieving the dating life of their dreams. In my day-to-day discussions with men, there are men that are more open-minded to improving their dating lives, and there are men that say things like, well, I already know how to talk to a girl. I've had plenty of dates. I know how to flirt. I don't need to improve with my conversations with women. On a first initial glance, that might sound like a perfectly reasonable argument. If you had a few dates, if you have had a few conversations with women, why would you want to improve? But let me tell you an interesting comparison point to illustrate you the foolishness of that statement. So let's say someone told you, I can already speak English, hence I don't need to learn public speaking skills and effective communication skills. Think about that statement. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. It's a ridiculous statement because there are billions of people that speak English, but there's a very small majority of those people that know how to do effective public speaking or how to do effective speaking in general. So English and speaking English is level 1, and effective communication is, let's say, level 10. And there's a large difference and a large gap between level 1, speaking English, and level 10, having great public speaking and communication skills. And just being able to speak English might give you some opportunities, but being a level 10 public speaker and communicator is going to give you a whole another set of opportunities when it comes to your job, when it comes to your social life, your dating life, everything. That is pretty self-explanatory, right? So if we apply that same principle and thinking to dating, if you're a guy that has had a few dates, has slept with a few women, had maybe a girlfriend, and because of it you say, well, I don't need to improve in this area because I've already had dates, slept with women, and had a girlfriend. It's essentially the same thing as saying, well, I already speak English, I don't need to learn anything more to be great at public speaking. And the mistake comes from equating, in this case, that having had a few dates, or having a girlfriend, that automatically means that you are the best that you can be when it comes to your communication skills and attraction skills and flirting skills with women, which it doesn't mean. Just like it doesn't mean if you can speak English that you're great at public speaking. But a lot of guys, they make this mistake of believing that they don't need to improve because they've had a few experiences. And some guys say this because of their ego, because their ego would inhibit them from admitting that they would need to improve. And some guys genuinely believe that they don't need to improve because, well, they've had a few dates. Why would they need to improve? But the thing is that you will never ever reach your peak dating life, and all it is that life and the potential dating life can offer you, and the potential of women that you can date in terms of quantity and quality, if you don't consciously improve the skill of effective communication with women. Just like you would never be a great public speaker if you never practice this diligently, specifically in that area. Now, if you tell me, well, I'm currently satisfied with my dating life, I would say that's totally fine, but are you? Are you totally satisfied with your dating life? If you're watching this video, I assume not. Even for all the guys that are not watching this video, realistically, most guys are not satisfied with their dating lives. So based on that, you would most likely want to have more dates with more exciting women, having more confidence to talk to women in general in different situations, being able to be more charismatic in those situations, and being able to make women laugh, look at you differently. And for you to get there, you have to diligently practice this. And you have to say, well, I guess I need to improve in this area. So all in all, realize that there's a massive difference between being at level 1 or level 2, speaking English, and level 10, being effective speaker and communicator. It applies with English and public speaking, it applies with dating, it applies with sports, it applies with career. And the interesting thing is that the reward that you get for being at level 10 and results that you get by being at level 10, they're exponentially higher than the results that you get at level 1. So this is why you have massive inequality when it comes to, say, wealth. It's because the guys that are the best, they just capture most amount of money that there is. The companies that are the best, they're capturing the most amount of market. Even though if you look at how much better they are than their competitors, they're not that much better. They're just a little bit better, but they get all returns or majority of the returns and the results. And the same with dating. This is why you have most guys who are not dating any women or dating very few women, and then you have a few guys that are dating a lot of women. As I've said in some of my videos, in last year, I think I dated more than 100 women. And it's all because I decided to really master the skill of effective communication with women. So if you want to be at level 10, you have to decide to improve in this area, and you have to really keep your ego in check. It's Gus Olsen, and I'll see you in the next video.